Hey guys, Jane here at Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now you are looking at the new and exciting 2018 Camry LE. Now this particular vehicle is in black, however it does come available in a variety of colors, which I will list in the description below. But what I'm going to do for you right now is give you a quick little walk around the exterior of the vehicle, show you as many features as I possibly can, and then I'm going to bring you inside. Now this vehicle is so exciting because it is actually the first time that the Camry has been completely rebuilt since 1992. And I know you're thinking that can't be right, but it's true. A piece of the Camry since 1992 has carried down all the way until 2017. That stopped right now with our 2018 Camry, which is built on our TNGA platform, which is our Toyota new global architecture platform. Definitely read into that if you don't know what that is. We are definitely leading the way for the way that vehicles are going to be built in the future. So let's start with our walk around. I'm going to start at the front here. We have this beautiful luxury looking grille, very sleek. Of course, you can see we have our chrome Toyota emblem in there as well. Our headlights in this vehicle are going to be LED headlights. On the sides here, we have 17-inch alloy wheels. Absolutely beautiful. Does add a bit of a contrast to the black color for the Camry. On our side view mirrors here, we have a bit of chrome along the bottom, but there's actually LED signals integrated in them as well. Now, when they were designing this Camry, they spent so much time doing the little things, all the attention to detail. If you can see these 4 little bumps on your side view mirrors, this kind of sums up how much attention they put into it exactly. So those 4 little bumps aren't just there because they're there. They're there because they actually help the aerodynamics of the vehicle, which is pretty cool. We have chrome outlining all of the windows. The fuel cap will be on the driver's side of the vehicle. The taillights are also LED taillights. We've changed the look of the Camry emblem. It looks pretty awesome. Your LE badge just down there. The taillights do still wrap up along the sides of the vehicle, which I find is a really nice look. And the body lines themselves are just absolutely stunning. So there you have it, my friends, the exterior of the 2018 Camry LE. Let's bring you inside. So just before I bring you inside of this beautiful Camry, I just want to show you what the key fob is going to look like. They've also redesigned that, so it's going to look just like this. It is like a switch key, so it will, if only I could use it properly, it will flip out just like that. But there are the lock and unlock buttons right on there, so go ahead and press that unlock button, and that is what's going to allow you right into the vehicle. On our driver's side door here, we have our controls for your power windows as well as your power locks. All 4 windows in this vehicle are automatic, super convenient. We also have our side view mirror controls. And I just want to point out this door handle. It's absolutely stunning the way they designed it. But I'm going to give you a little fun fact of the day. They put 6 months into designing this, and they did a phenomenal job. They have this like satin chrome material, and just like the way that it feels and looks, it shows how much detail they put into this Camry. They really hit the nail on the head there. Just underneath those controls, we have a spot for bottle storage as well as some regular storage in the driver door. One more thing to point out before I bring you completely inside is the fact that our driver's seat is an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. There's also lumbar support. Not only do I think this is a great safety feature, I also think it's very convenient. Well, let's bring you inside and start up the vehicle here. So the LE version of the Camry is not a push button. You still got to put the key in there. However, when you go up to the XLE, you do get that keyless entry, smart key system, I should say. But we'll start here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. So we have eliminated those 2 little pull tabs for your trunk and your gas tank, and we have added buttons, which I like the look of. It's a lot more flush. We have our automatic high beams, which is part of our Toyota safety sense. Absolutely phenomenal feature, especially if you do, say, go up to a cottage or trailer. I don't know if you've ever been blinded by somebody else's high beams, but I certainly have, and I think that this feature is just absolutely genius. This is our traction control. I'm sure you've seen that before. We have a little storage container here if you want to keep some change in there or something. Down here is where you can pop the hood, and in the LE, it is going to be a push parking brake. On our steering wheel, which is tilt and telescopic adjustable, there's tons of controls. So we have all of our arrows as well as your back button, your Bluetooth. We have your volumes as well as your voice recognition, which works wonders, by the way. On this side here, these two buttons are part of our Toyota Safety Sense as well. So that's our dynamic radar cruise control. Now, what that does is it allows you to set your cruise control to a certain distance from the vehicle in front of you. So if that vehicle speeds up, your vehicle is going to speed up. If they slow down, you slow down. Now, I know a lot of people want to turn that off and think that you can't. You can, and I am going to put a video up very shortly showing you how to do that. And when you do turn that off, it just goes back to your regular cruise control. While we're speaking about cruise control, as you can see, we have moved it from the stick cruise control to our actual steering wheel. Again, I find this look a bit more flush to the vehicle, and I really like it. This one here is our lane departure alert with steering assist. That's going to let you know if you start to drift out of your lane without noticing. It's going to alert you that you're doing it. It's going to take over your steering and actually bump you back into the lane that you're supposed to be in, hopefully to prevent an unwanted collision. Down here we have our mode as well as our forward scroll and backward scroll for our audio system. So let's bring you over here. This is our 7-inch audio system, and they have redesigned the interior as well. I really like the angle here, and it is kind of tilted towards the driver, so it's nice and easy to use everything, and it doesn't deter you from keeping your eyes on the road. We have all of your buttons down the side, which are done in that beautiful like satin chrome material again. And the center is all touchscreen. It does come integrated with AM, FM, Bluetooth, as well as no CD player, but it has auxiliary input as well as USB input and a reverse camera. But that's not the best part. The best part is our Entune audio system. So this is like an app connect system. So if you download what's called Entune, you then get to have a navigation system, live streaming of music, traffic, weather, you name it, it's all gonna go on this system itself. So even the base model LE of the Camry, you can get navigation with our Entune system. Pretty awesome. We're also going to be making another video to talk more about how that works, how to connect it, and the things that you can do with it. So keep your eye open for that. But continuing, just down here we have all of our air control settings. Of course, we have AC, we have your fan control, your temperature control, and all of your directional in the center. We have our front windshield defrost as well as our rear, and your mirrors are heated, which is activated when you activate the rear defrost. Just underneath that is where you can find your USB input as well as your auxiliary input. Opens just like that, and also a power outlet, so feel free to charge your devices at the same time. This little thing here, I think it's very creative. They've obviously looked at the people that are driving cars today, and everyone looks for a spot to keep their phone. This is genius. It fits a phone or two, and it has kind of like a sticky material at the bottom so that it doesn't slide around when you're on the road. Also, underneath it, I don't know if you can see that properly, but underneath that there's a bit of storage too. So pretty awesome. It is an automatic transmission in this vehicle, an 8-speed automatic. However, you can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. We have our 2 cup holders down the center, and we have our heated seats, which last year's model only had 2 heat settings. This year we have amped that up to 3 heat settings. So super comfortable. Bring on those cold winters, right? Our seats are beautiful as well. They're super, super comfortable, but I actually really like the look of them. The subtle accenting that they've done, like the charcoal down the center and that little like brown line, I'm obsessed with it. I don't know why. It's so simple, but it really, really adds something to the vehicle. Up top, we have dual overhead vanity mirrors, so you can check your lipstick, ladies. And all of our interior lights in here are actually LED interior lights as well. And we have our little sunglass holder. So there you are, the interior of the 2018 Camry LE. Let's bring you to the back seat. So the luxury definitely doesn't stop in the front. It is continued throughout the entire vehicle. Starting with the seats, they are super comfortable, as I've mentioned, as well as that beautiful accenting. We have that charcoal gray down the center and that little brown line at the top. Really, it makes it look gorgeous. But bringing you inside here, it's super easy to get in and out of this vehicle. So if you do have, say, an older grandparent that has a bit of a hard time getting in and out of your car, this is the car to get. It's super, super simple. They've designed it to be like that, and they did a really good job. We have contoured front seat backs as well, so that just allows for a little more legroom from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. So also bring on those tall people. They're welcome in this Camry as well. We have a little storage spot right there for you. Of course, we have the ability of opening and closing your own windows, and we each have bottle storage in the passenger doors. Now, if you only have 2 or 1 person back here, you can flip this center seat down, which gives you access to 2 cup holders as well as an armrest. And just before I start talking about cargo, I want to point out the floor mats. The little accents, I tell you, they have made this vehicle so genius is the word, intelligently. They've just done a great job. These are like WeatherTechs. Look at that. They come up on the side. It's like a tub style. Absolutely beautiful. So your car's going to stay clean forever. Go designers for the 2018 Camry. You guys are awesome. But let's talk about the cargo space. Alrighty, so peering into our trunk here, the first thing that you notice is that it is huge. They have provided us with tons of cargo space. So this vehicle could be for anybody. If you're a camper, you like to go on those little portage trips and need a lot of gear, no problem. If you're a business professional and have to do a presentation, have a bunch of screens and stuff, no problem. The Camry has provided you with tons of room. Now, if you're thinking, well, I can't fit my snowboard back here, you are wrong, my friends. We have provided you with the 60-40 split back seat, so you can flip either the big half or the small half down, fit that long gear, and still have room for passengers. Or, of course, you have the option of flipping both of them down. You will eliminate the back seats, but you will definitely extend that cargo space. To flip them down, there are 2 little toggles. They're still covered in plastic on this beautiful new Camry, but you just pull that and that will allow them to fold. Also, to point out that we do get a cargo net, so if you do want to keep things separated from the trunk space to there, you can do that as well if you have some delicates or something. One more thing to point out about the trunk, and I can't really show you because I am single-handed right now, but when you push the button to open the trunk, it doesn't just pop it a little bit and then you have to open it. It actually opens it all of the way. Sorry, excuse me. And they've made it so that it's pushed back a little bit more. So you kind of have a little more room to like bend down and get things out of the trunk without hitting your head on the back of the trunk. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about the engine. So if you've ever watched some of my 2017 Camry videos, you'll notice that I always point out a very simple but a very convenient feature. And that is the fact that the hood is hydraulic. You don't have to stand there and try and put that little stick in there to hold it up. It just stays there. And I love that feature. So simple, but just so intelligent. Well, enough about that. Underneath the hood, this is what you guys wanted to know, right? Is the engine. We are looking at a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It does have 16 valves as well as variable valve timing with intelligence. Now, there is the V6 version as well once you get into the XLE and XSE versions of the Camry. But even for a 4-cylinder, this produces tons of power. You're looking at 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Now, even though it's super fun and creates that really fast, fun ride, it's still a Toyota vehicle, right? So it's got to be somewhat fuel efficient, and of course it is. We're looking at approximately 7.3 liters for 100 kilometers on the road, which brings you to about $1,400 a year on fuel. Now, keep in mind, my friends, that $1,400 a year is not a lot when you are talking about a car as beautiful as this, as safe as this, and as fun as this. So there you have it, the 2018 Camry LE. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, definitely check out our YouTube channel. We have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, and SUVs that we have here on the lot, plus some extras. Also, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Have a good one, guys.